Today is a special day, a live com doubleheader for the first time in this series. FC Copenhagen away, and then the small matter of Bayern Munich away. And that's not the only thing that's special about today, because today it's my birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to me, 30. That you should leave a like today. That can be your present. I'm not picky. You might be wondering, Jack, what's the worst present you got for your birthday this year? Well, it came courtesy of Football Manager. Sidi Sane's broken his leg. Thank you, Football Manager. Appreciated. But breaking your leg and injuring yourself for the next 6 to 7 months, yeah, not exactly ideal. I guess we'll just send him to a specialist. This really has put a dampener on things today. Hopefully this frown is going to be turned upside down today. We need to win this game against FC Copenhagen. It's the must-win game of the group stage. Even more so because FC Copenhagen managed to get a point against Benfica. 2 massive games today. I've not touched the tactics since last time. I've had some self-restraint. Let's try and end the week on a high. And let's get straight into things, shall we? Yes, folks, welcome back to Building Berlin with Union Berlin. Today is episode number 4, and it is the end of the week, and that means we're ending things with a bang. I hope. We're looking for some good results today. Since you were last here, we have played 4 games in all competitions. First and foremost, if last episode you left a comment predicting Real Madrid would beat us 3-0, you were correct. Congratulations, give yourself a coconut at home. What I will say is, they had an XG of 1.59. I feel like 3-0 flattered them slightly. Good news though, in the league things are looking much better, and you can see here against Freiburg, we won 4-2. Really, it should have been a more comfortable result than that. We are still playing the asymmetric system. I'm still trying to keep Ngankam and Scott happy. Good news here, that they played well, and they're still happy. I say Ngankam played well. He didn't need to play well. We got a win. After that, we beat Bochum 1-0. Good result here, and Ngankam with the all-important goal. Most recently, however, we did succumb to a defeat, this time against Dortmund. If you told me at the start of the year I'd be annoyed about a 1-0 defeat to Dortmund, I would have bitten your hand off for it. I am annoyed about this defeat because I feel like it was a very harsh result in a game where ideally, on another day, we would have done a little bit better. I don't want to throw any individuals under the bus, but Ngankam, he should have done better in this game. He got a 6.2 rating. He had chances. Simply put, he didn't take them. Now, we are 14 games into the season already, just as a little reminder. Only 20 games of the season left in the Bundesliga. It's a 34-game season. As we sit here right now, we are in 4th place, matching where they finished in real life. Worth noting, we are tied with 2 other teams on 23 points. And, well, as already mentioned, we've not yet played Bayern Munich. That will have changed by the end of today's episode. They are top of the league and unbeaten. A little bit of off-the-pitch news. Doki is leaving the club. A player who I've already discussed in previous episodes as being criminally underrated by Football Manager. But we did receive a £2.3 million bid from Leipzig, including, I think, 40% of any profit of next sale. Given the fact he's not getting anywhere near the first team, he's not played for us at all, I've decided to take £2 million for him. And with that dealing and us selling a few clauses, all of a sudden the transfer budget sits at just shy of £6 million. So when January rolls around in a month and a half, we could actually go out and improve the team. And I'm going to hope that we're improving the team with the intentions of going far in the Europa League knockout stage. That said, if we want to pull that off, we absolutely have to win this game here. If we lose against FC Copenhagen, we can't finish 3rd in the group anymore. If we draw against them, it's very unlikely we make it out the group stage. And well, as for our Danish opposition today, they are a rather good team. You can see here their key player is Grabara, who is, to be frank, an absolutely phenomenal goalkeeper. And I have very high hopes for today's away day and the car parking, because car parking, stadium's called Parking. Look, we're going to Copenhagen Stadium. I'll join you in Denmark. I shouldn't have done a pun like that. I'm sorry. I'll leave. Bye. Hadn't really thought about this that much until now. Actually, from Berlin to Denmark isn't exactly the biggest distance in the world. Today, we are taking on FC Copenhagen, which I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and suggest probably playing Copenhagen. I don't want to alarm anyone. Copenhagen turns out quite a big city. I can't find the football pitch. Here is the stadium. It is literally called Parken, which I'm going to guess in Danish means park. I mean, from the satellite view, Copenhagen seems quite nice. I've never been to Denmark. I've been to Sweden. I've been to Finland. I feel like I'm missing out here. I'm also a little bit concerned we might be limited on Street View options, but Copenhagen, fill me with surprises. Oh my, we can go everywhere. I take it all back. This might be a strong contender for best away day ever. Now, given the fact the stadium is called Parken, I thought we'd start by visiting the park where apparently the youth Copenhagen team are definitely playing. Definitely not just a random youth football game. Elsewhere, floodlit stadium to one side. And I have to say, just from the satellite view alone, this feels like a mighty fine park. Apparently there's like photo spots here. Can we go and have a look at the photo spots? What's going on here? Look at that lovely bench to have your photo taken on. The stadium itself is kind of built with one corner of it in this roundabout of sorts. I say roundabout. It's 3/4 of a pedestrian roundabout, also known as a footpath. There is, though, this junction in the middle, which we're just going to click on and have a look at. And here we are in the beautiful city of Copenhagen. And I have to say, this is such a beautiful stadium. From the outside, it looks unique. It looks different. This is what I crave in an away day. Don't mind me just getting my fix in. You know what I need. My desires are unorthodox. Here we are, just inspecting the car park. There's a car park, but it pales in comparison to the stadium itself. I was for a moment concerned that this was just some very rude graffiti, but I realised FC Copenhagen. It's not offensive in the slightest. Also, why are the seats outside the stadium? I hope the seats on the inside aren't red. Otherwise, that's going to upset me. You play in blue, FC Copenhagen. Why would you have red seats? Don't do it to me. If you like tennis, go to Copenhagen. They've got a load of clay courts. There's an athletics track to the north, which hopefully means that the enemy of the away day, the athletics track, won't be present in the stadium. This stadium looks mental. I mean, are we like, is that a skyscraper exterior or a football stadium? I think I like it other than the red seats. Why are the seats red? Is this like the Danish national team football stadium as well? Still upsets me the seats are red. Sorry, I think something's gone wrong here. I've clicked on the middle of the stadium and now we're in a room here that has operation written on the wall. Am I in a doctor's surgery? What is going on here? What are these seats? What am I walking into? I think it was here that I clicked. What are all these dots? What is going on in this corner of the stadium? I have many questions. Where am I? I feel like I'm not meant to be here. Why is there a hospital connected to the football stadium? I mean, it's the first for an away day. I don't know how to react. I mean, now we've established there's like a doctor's surgery in this corner. I now want to go to the corner on the other side and see what weird and wonderful thing is going on here. What is going on in this corner? Apparently, you can walk on the roof. It's quite a lot of roof for a skywalk. Normally you have a more picturesque view than this. Don't mind me, I'm just walking across the ceiling. Hopefully this goes somewhere. Answer, it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, I'm sure the city of Copenhagen is nice. I want to look at the football stadium on the other side of this. Can we go up? Oh, my, we actually can. I did not think that was going to happen when I clicked there. We're going up. When I was a little kid in the 90s, we used to have, point-and-click adventure games. Now you can just go on Google Earth and do this. Here we are. We're on top of the stadium. This might be the best thing ever. I mean, the stadium pictures are from 2013 here, but I do not care. I'm glad they've got this bit up, though. Otherwise, I might have accidentally walked off the edge. I'll be honest, I feel sorry for editing, Jack. We've found a hospital. We've been on a skywalk. How this is going to be edited into a few minutes, I don't know. I'm still trying to find a picture of the actual pitch to see what it looks like on match day. I am struggling massively. I hate to admit it, I've got to concede defeat. There's so much footage of the stadium, so many different options, I can't actually find any of match days. We found a hospital, we've been for a walk on the roof, the park in the exterior is lovely, there was some okay car parking. The stadium itself, I mean, this is one of the most unique stadiums I've ever seen. Like, this stand here is so small, and then it's just loads of boxes, and I guess this is the hospital end or something. I digress. I don't know how to rate this away day. It's one of my favourites in recent memory. I might be getting carried away here. 8.5 out of 10. Let them have it. FC Copenhagen, I want to go on an away day here. You might have noticed I have now sat down on the standing desk. That last away day, it was too much for me. It was overwhelming with Copenhagen. Hopefully, it's not going to be overwhelming for the players. Here's the team that we're going with. We're going with the 4-2-3-1. I still want to call it a 4-3-3, but Alex Scott is now being offensive, making it asymmetric, playing further up the pitch just to make him happy. This is the lineup we're going with. This has been a fairly settled 11. Like already outlined, this is the must-win game of the group stage. If we don't win here, we can kiss goodbye hopes of Europa League football. On the flip side, we could then focus on the league, but I want to stay in European football for as long as we can. Okay, let's see how we get on in this one. FC Copenhagen do have a good little team. We are marginally favourites for this one, of course. When we played them at home, we only got a draw, so away from home on the road, it's going to be tough, but we do come into this game with some better form, a squad that I feel like is a little bit more settled and established now. Fingers crossed it's going to translate to a result here. Don't want to alarm anyone. Halfway through the first half, nothing has happened until now. Diogo's going to put the ball in. Klaassen is going to head it narrowly wide. We have got away with one there. That was a pretty good chance for them. Half an hour played. We've had just shy of 60% of the ball. We're having a lot of possession, but we've not created anything yet. Perhaps, well, I was going to say perhaps that can change here, but no. A needless ball forward was read easily by the defence. It's now FC Copenhagen maybe looking to launch an attack going long. Karamoko, their lone forward, was the man who got the goal for them to secure the 1-1 draw at our back garden. I'm going to hope that we can repay the favour and maybe then some with a result here. Scott, Jordan, wide to Datro Fofana. He's going to play it towards Laduni, who is on a booking. He's already been sent off once this year. He needs to be careful, the number 20. I don't like seeing him chase the ball. Rasmus Falk lays it wide to Diogo. Options in the middle. Karamoko's there. Rono makes a slightly unconventional save. Of course, just a little reminder, our goalkeeper Rono, formerly of Brøndby, a Danish international as well. So he's back on home turf. So far, it's been a happy return. He's on course for a clean sheet. Unfortunately, we're not on course for the win that we need. And this result here really doesn't do us any favours because we still have Benfica to play. We'd have to get a draw at the very least against them in that final game to make it out the group. We need to win here. It's as simple as that. Can we get off to a good start this second half? It's Roussillon at left back with the ball, giving it to Datro Fofana, our star man. He can't get the ball in, but Roussillon keeps it alive. Thorsby, bit of time and space for the number 2, pulls the trigger. Was not a million miles away. And Gankam is not having a good game out on the right-hand side. I might look to make some changes sooner rather than later here. We have a set piece. Grabber with a fairly simple catch. I'm going to take off in Gankam and bring in Aronson elsewhere in the team. I mean, it's just not been a good day at the office for a lot of the team. Laduni on a booking scares me. I'm going to bring in Florian Flick. Fresh leg in the midfield. New striking options, perhaps. Maybe this is what is needed in this game. I say all of that knowing that they are on the attack before the tactical change can even happen. Can we weather this storm? Shot hit from range. Laduni half clears it away. Vavro now with the ball for FC Copenhagen. Boylerson bringing it down this left-hand side. Skips past his man, puts it in. Karamoko scores. And if it was already a tall order, it's become a taller order. I am sat here questioning, why did I think that this was a good game to come back for and then follow it up with the Bayern Munich game as well? I mean, this game I thought might be winnable, but now we're a goal down. I'm sat thinking, I wanted to see us win on my birthday and that might not happen. If we want to look for a silver lining, so far in this game, whilst we are a goal down, they've had one shot on target. We've not created enough ourselves, but we've limited their opportunities. And with players like Fofana going forward, can we make something happen? Jordan shoots it, hits the outside of the post. 25 minutes left here. I've got to go more attacking. I don't really want to go more attacking, but at this point, I don't exactly have a choice. In terms of instructions, we're going to try and get the ball forward that little bit quicker. Look to maybe distribute it, not just to the fullbacks, but just in general, a more general approach, I suppose, of our build-up. Out of possession, we have to press now. We've sat back, we've tried, I suppose, to conserve legs. Now that maybe we have a slight edge when it comes to fitness, can we push it and, take an advantage? You can see we've had 62% of the ball. FC Copenhagen have been chasing shadows in this game. Hopefully now, we're going to turn things up a notch and be able to get a goal or two. We need something in the next 15 minutes. A draw here would give us a slim hope. A win is what is needed. Jordan is going to try and give us what's needed. He scores there. He hit the post already in this game. On this occasion, he finds the back of the net. We've dominated the ball in this game, but not created a lot. Now that we're committing men further up the pitch when we do have the ball and looking to press more, I'm going to hope we can turn a man advantage in that final third as we push up a bit more into, well, something more tangible in terms of more goals. We've got one back. We need another. There's 9 minutes left here. I'm going to go for a shout of encouragement. We've got one goal, lads. We need another one here. Kempf with a free kick is going to play it forward to Flick. Is there to be a late chance for Fofana? In behind. He scores. VAR's going to check it. I'm scared to celebrate. Please give the goal. It's the 88th minute. We might have turned it around, but it's going to be checked. And it's going to be disallowed. I hate VAR so much. Was it offside? I don't even want to look. Flick dinks it for... I mean, marginal at the very least, but marginal still offside. We're robbed of a moment. There's 4 minutes of added time. Nothing is going to happen in them. And I thought for a moment we'd pulled off the impossible to come back from behind like that. Instead, we have to settle for 1-1. We didn't create enough in the game. We had a lot of the ball, but didn't really do a great deal with it. But still, the nature of that defeat, the way in which we had that goal cruelly chalked off, I mean, it has knocked the stuffing out of me. So with that result there, you can see Copenhagen are still a point ahead of us. They've also got better goal difference. So the only way that we could finish above them is if we get something against Benfica and then Real Madrid hopefully destroy Copenhagen and ruin their goal difference. But we had a chance today to take things in our own hands, and we failed. We are now officially knocked out the Champions League. I mean, we kind of already knew that. Third place in the Europa League was the order of the day. Just as a reminder, we were the 4th seed in the group, so maybe you could argue to go toe-to-toe with FC Copenhagen is good still. I'm still not overly chuffed about it. Okay, I've got to try and mentally reset here. For some reason, I decided Bayern Munich was a fun way to spend my birthday. We're going to go do that game against Thomas Tuchel's men. They are unbeaten in the league. I mean, it'd be very on brand for us with our recent form to get something here. Let's try and make the impossible happen. You can call me defeatist if you want, but this game comes so soon after the game against FC Copenhagen. I am opting to rotate things a little bit here. When you look at the squad condition, there's just some players that have played too much football lately. Alex Scott has been struggling. He was actually asking for a rest a few weeks ago. Elsewhere, Kempf and Heinz, our 2 centre-backs who played that previous game, are going to drop down the team. It does mean that there's a slightly rotated look for this game with Aronson playing through the middle. Jordan is going to play up front. Obviously, recently I have been playing in Gankam as the lone forward because I'm trying to keep that promise I made to him. But ultimately, I feel like we've got to rotate things here, take whatever result we get on the chin, and hope it's not that bad. Also, I'm really sorry to Mehmet Aydin, but Roussillon's been so bad at left-back, I've decided that you get to enjoy playing left-back against Bayern Munich. So, have fun, mate. Whenever you manage in Football Manager and you go to a league like Bundesliga, Liga, heck, even the Premier League when you're newly promoted, there's just those teams that you kind of have to turn up and play against, take the result, enjoy the pounding, and move on from it. That's basically what we're doing here. So you might question, why are we here then, Jack? Because there's that very slim chance that we do get the result that I'm trying to hold on to. The fact that despite them being unbeaten all year, maybe away from home, we could get the result. And it's that little crumb of hope that I'm going to cling on to until we're 2-0 down. And then I will accept that we're probably going to lose. But look, let's look at the positives. 17 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Fofana's got the ball. Fofana, by the way, very unlikely to see out the whole game here. He is looking a lot worse for wear, but he's on the pitch for now. Hopefully he can have a magical moment or two. Bayern Munich, I have noticed here, they're playing a 3 at the back with wing-backs and I think 2 defensive mids as well. But unlike when we took on Stuttgart last episode with this shape, they have got players like Musiala, Mane, Muller, all who can go forward and score goals. It's 1-0 after 17 minutes. It's not exactly the ideal start to this game. I was hoping we'd hold it level for a bit longer than this. Thomas Muller, good header, good goal, 1-0. Look, I said until it's 2-0, we're not out of it. We've got possession right now. I want to believe something can happen here. Aronson, Jordan, look at the build-up play. Laduni and Gankam, he's through, he's in behind, he scores. It's 1-1 here, and I'm going to believe. I do believe. Considering the amount of players that Bayern Munich had back here, they were cut open remarkably easy there. De Ligt caught flat-footed, Neuer beaten at the near post, but we're not going to complain, and Gankam coming up absolutely massive. 2 shots on target in this game so far, both have resulted in goals for either team. With 5 minutes left of the half, we might get in at the break at 1. Why did I say anything? Kimmich is over a free kick. He whips it in. There's a push in the box. Was it Aronson who pushed him? Who pushed him? Who was it? VAR's checking it. It's going to be given. I mean, this is a game that's difficult enough as it is without you just shoving over players unnecessarily. Oh, I hate absolutely everything. Who is it? Who's going to deal the pain here? It's going to be Thomas Muller. Can he double his tally for the game? He can. Well, we had 20 minutes that we got to enjoy of this match at least. 45 minutes down, another 45 minutes to endure. It's not been a disastrous half in terms of kind of scoreline. I will say the performance is slightly less than flattering. Fofana is so tired. He's on a booking as well. I'm just going to take him off and look after him. And Gankam, you're going to play out on the left-hand side. Alex Scott is going to go and play out on the right-hand side. And Gankam's so tired. He's got an injury as well. I don't have any other left-sided players, I realise. I have Gankam and I have Fofana, and that's it. So if he gets injured now, we are in trouble. I'm sure it'll be fine. Roll on the second 45. Aiden is on a booking here. I'm going to bring in Roussillon. I don't want to go down a man in this game, and that does just feel a little bit sensible. Bayern Munich knocking the ball around the back with confidence. De Ligt, White, Alphonso Davies. He's going to play it inside. Jekyll reads it well. Of course, we are playing with 2 backup centre-backs in this game here, although I do feel like the overall difference in ability between our centre-backs is so minute. We don't really have a standout centre-back yet, so it's perhaps not as detrimental as some other positions to rotate the defence like we have. That said, I mean, they're holding their own at the moment. 2-1 is fine. 15 minutes played of this second half already as well, although with Bayern Munich on the attack, maybe I should watch what I say. Thomas Muller's in behind. He's on for the hat-trick. It's saved by the keeper against the post. It's not away from danger yet. It is away from danger now. Breathe a sigh of relief. I mean, the worst thing here is with 25 minutes left, I'm starting to believe something could happen. I was thinking about going more attacking. We've let the corner play out. Neuer has plucked it out the air. Depending on what happens from this highlight, I mean, ultimately, we need to go on the offensive to try and get a goal back here. It's going to leave us more open, but we've stuck it out in this game for a while. I thought for a moment Alex Scott was going to be in behind from the right-hand side. The ball was read well, though. They're playing out from the back. It falls to Jordan. He's not even at the target there. He's completely panicked. Apparently, he's got 13 composure. He had 1 composure at the very best there. You know, things are bleak because I'm bringing on Laurent Dell. This man has never started a game for us. He's probably going to leave the club at the end of his contract, but we are running out of striking options. Onto the pitch he comes. Elsewhere, we'll take off Forsby, who's had a good game but is struggling with his legs, and Laduni as well. You can come off for Schaffer. Looking now to make something happen. I realise I probably need to go more attacking, don't I? We'll up the directness. Out of possession, we will look to press more now. We've sat back. We've absorbed some pressure. Now, can we take the game to them with 15 minutes left? We tried it against FC Copenhagen. It very nearly worked. We've got 10 minutes to try and make it happen here. Unfortunately, with the way that Bayern have dominated the ball, I feel like we've already run ourselves ragged. But we've clung on in this game. Miracles can happen. We need one here. De Ligt with the ball for them at centre-back. Laying it inside. Sabitzer with the ball. Wide now to Pavard. Musiala. I mean, they've got so many superstar players. It's played forward to Torres. Torres scores. It's 3-1. VAR. You hurt me last game. Save me in this game here. Give him offside. Thank you, Mr. VAR. Very cool. We'll shout demand more. We'll get shouty. Can we make something happen here? We've got added time coming up. 90 minutes has been played. Unfortunately, it is Bayern Munich on the attack here. Lima, Sabitzer, ball inside. We've given away another penalty. What are we doing here? Look, there's a chance they might not give it. Let's hold on to that. 3 minutes of added time. If they hadn't scored their penalty, it's 1-1. They've got a second penalty here. For all the possession they've had, for all the territory they've gained on us by having the ball in our half, it has resulted in penalties. Sabitzer's going to step up. Sabitzer's going to score. And I feel like this was a plucky performance. We've not been absolutely thrashed. 2 penalties is frustrating. This might sound mental to say. I think 3-1's not the worst result in the world. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not good. But it's not like we were completely mullered in this game. We held our own for about 10 minutes and that's almost more than what I was expecting. With that result, we do currently hold on to 4th place, but Eintracht Frankfurt do have a game in hand on us. Of course, we beat them last episode. And if we just look further behind us, you'll notice there's a lot of teams very, very close on points totals to us. Whereas the gap from us to Bayern Munich, it's 18 points. We're not winning the league this year, I hate to say it. Mentioned Alex Scott needing a rest. Yeah, he is jaded and needs a rest. He'll get one very soon. And the reason for that is because, of course, the Bundesliga does have a winter break. And in fact, we've only got 2 games left until January, which I think sometime in January is when we're going to be back next time. Like I already mentioned, £6 million to spend. Let's round it up. So yeah, do expect maybe a new addition or 2. Would be interested to know if you were going to improve our team, where would you be looking to do it? As always, if you have enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. We will be back on Monday for more FM action. And until then, take it easy. It's me, Jack, and I'll see you all again on the next one. I'm out.